Welcome to Unveiling Your Numerology. Let's get unveiled with me, Melissa Kendall. So today we're going to discuss our missing numbers. This is what our missing numbers mean. So your missing number is pretty much that carrot before the donkey's nose. If you're a donkey that just doesn't care about the carrot, you don't have to care about the carrot. There's plenty of grass around and you're never going to catch the carrot because you never chase the carrot, but you don't need the carrot. What you need is to focus on those other areas of your life. If you are the other kind of donkey, the donkey that wants the carrot, you're missing the carrot, you want the carrot, and you're chasing the carrot, you are going to feel pains like nothing else because you put so much effort to catch something that you cannot catch. But can you? See, you can catch the carrot. This is how you catch the carrot. For one, when you chase it and realize that you're not going to catch it, guess what? That energy that comes when you stop chasing it, that carrot's going to swing right back into your mouth and you're going to find it. You do have help if your missing number ends up being one of your values of your heart's desire, your personality, your expression or destiny number, your life path, or your day number. You're not going to feel that hole or that missingness. If you're missing one of these numbers and it's found somewhere else in your chart, you have help. A missing number could either be something that you have no interest in working towards, but at the same time, a missing number could also mean a hole in your heart that you're trying to fill, and you're never going to catch it until you give up, and then it will automatically just come to you. We're going to make a chart like this, but with your name. What we're going to do is have our first, middle, last up here in the corner. You're going to see a chart of the alphabet giving number value to each letter. So we're going to follow that and make our letters into numbers. So M is the 13th letter of the alphabet. 1 plus 3 is 4. I is the 9th letter. L is the 12th. 1 plus 2 is 3. And we're going to put the reduced number value for every letter in the alphabet of our name. On this gigantic number sign, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And it makes it easier for you if you actually write the numbers in and separate them. Take a moment, pause the video, go figure out what your number value is using this chart over here and have a graph laid out and then return. Now that you've returned and you have your numbers, we're going to figure out what our missing numbers are. So here I have a 4. I'm going to make one line in a 4. A tally marker here in the 9. A tally marker in the 3.
3, 9, 1, 1, 1.
My first name is done. Now I'm going to move on to my second name.
One tally marker, another tally marker. 5, 5, 2, 2, 5.
And then I'm going to move on to my last name. You're going to be doing this with your name. Your name will have a completely different number value than mine. My chart, I have 2 holes. These are missing numbers. We're going to discuss what this means. Now we're going to go through the numbers. If you're missing a 1, you're missing that initiative, that independence, that unique flair. It's a pain that you just can never be alone. You have a very hard time being independent, starting new ventures. If you're missing that 2, you're missing that partner. You're missing the diplomacy, so you could be pretty rash. And so either you like go off your rocker or you don't share how you feel. 2 can be a very painful number for people. This is one of the numbers that I see people chasing when they're missing. If you don't have a 2, you kind of feel that loneliness of not having that partner. And so you go and try and chase that partner. Well, the more you chase the partner, the more they're going to run. So you have to stop and give up and start working on what you need to, and that's you. And you're going to find that partner just coming to you. Now, if you're missing a 3, you have a hard time being creative. You can be way too serious. You might struggle keeping friendships. You're missing that youthful, playful spark. It's like you grew up too fast. And you have a hard time relating to youth and the arts and self-expression, and you probably have some issue with communication. If you're missing a 4, you're missing that practical, stable, trustworthy, responsible side. You have a hard time having that drive to work hard. Your life can tend to be somewhat disorganized. If you have a missing 5, you have a hard time being free. If you are missing that random, impulsive flexibility and free nature, transition and change is very difficult. If you're missing a 6, you have a hard time being that domestic person. Now you just struggle with it. Home base, family, the responsibility to others is kind of missing from your life. You probably have the tendency to want to be there for family, but then just can't seem to grab it. The more you love those closest to you, the more it's going to feel like they get further and further away from you. If you're missing that 7, you make presumptions rather than learn to educate yourself. You are missing that inquisitive nature to learn. You don't look behind the veil of what's presented to you very well. If you're missing an 8, it's probably the only number that is actually pretty okay to be missing. Being ambitious, worldly driven, materialistic isn't something that you have to worry about. You really don't have to worry about money. The more you worry about money, the further it's going to get from you. The only way you're going to catch it is don't worry about it. If you're missing an 8, you really don't have to worry about finances or worldly things. It's not where you're meant to focus. Image is not going to be a big deal to you. If you're missing that 9, you have a hard time relating to humanity as a whole. You tend to kind of be more involved with your personal circle rather than what's going on the big scale of humanity. Somebody who's missing their 9 could have issues with selfishness. It's really hard for them to take into account another person. It's hard for them to be empathetic. They almost have no ability to empathize with people unless, again, the other creative numbers and love numbers of 3 and 6 are strong. Missing a 9, you're also having issues with completion. Like when a task just needs to get done, you cannot get it done. So there's like a procrastination that goes on, or you just tend to overlook those final key elements that need to be done to finish that project. They just seem to be lacking. Thank you for watching Unveiling Your Numerology with me, Melissa Kendall. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe. And if you have anything, feedback, or questions, please comment below. Thank you.